Prime Group essentially started out as a commercial operation back in 1988. We didn't really get digital until fairly late on, so not until 2005. When we started selling personalised product, we had no direct method of production. I got to a point in time, probably within the first 3 or 4 years of doing personalised product, realising that it wasn't scalable. The choices were fairly difficult early on when we were looking at a solution to handle particularly personalised product. Having spent a number of years trying to develop our own systems, we decided to go out to the market and see what was available. Site Flow was an easy way for me as a production director to have a handle on what I've got in at any given time. When we took on Site Flow, I think we had as many as 15 different SKUs, and now we're up to nearly 70 SKUs. And they're all managed every single day in a production environment, all through Site Flow. How do you process 2 million personalised items a year? We're about to do it this year. That would be a difficult challenge without Site Flow. Where we've really won is, in Site Flow terms, is how easy is that onboarding process when it comes to adding new projects and adding new volume. It's quite a powerful sales tool when we can go to a client who's having to deal with the development of a new product. So if we get on the journey fairly early on with those clients, it's nice to know that they've got a production partner in the background and just take care of everything else. And that taking care of everything else is, here's our API set, when you're ready, just deliver us something down and we'll go off and test it for you. We'll get the challenge right, we'll get the onboarding process right, and we'll get the daily production of it right with Site Flow. We can report back on how we did with SLAs, we can go back with all that metrics to the client and say, actually, we're doing really well, we delivered your job 99.8% of the time. It's a great conversation and it's a great sales tool. We were quite interested in it as a cloud-based solution because it just meant if we had to go through a disaster recovery, if that system is in the cloud, then it's a big tick in the box for me. I've not lost anything. There's also many other benefits by using Site Flow from a customer point of view. If they've got more than one product on sale at any one time, with Site Flow, we can consolidate those items. So the customer ultimately takes the benefit of not only the savings in production time, but in process time and in delivery. We'd started on a continual improvement journey. I'd looked at how we look at production efficiencies, spending a lot of time analysing data. It is a difficult process, and I'd just rather not do that. PrintBeat just changed all that overnight. Now I'm looking at stuff that's live. PrintBeat gave me a snapshot of how the department was doing. When you look at the PrintBeat screen, you see a smiley face when you're doing really well. And I just think that's genius. When things are a bit more challenging, it's an easy way for me to have a look at that and see what's underlying it. So I can say, okay chaps, I realise that we need to improve here, how do we do it? So when you're choosing a partner, someone like HP, not only delivering the press itself, the correct training and the solutions around running that press is quite important to me.